Hey everyone, my name is Kat Grooves and I am a percussive fingerstyle guitarist and instructor at Watermelon Music in Davis, California. Today we're going to learn how to turn our acoustic guitar into a drum kit. A drum kit's main components are the bass drum, snare, hi-hat, and toms. We can get all of these percussive sounds on the acoustic guitar, which we wouldn't normally think of as a percussive instrument. So let's go ahead and get started with the bass drum. So what you're going to want to do is put your hand in a slight fist, just like this, and all you're going to do is just pop your wrist against the soundboard, just like this. So you notice I'm not putting a whole lot of force into this. All I'm literally doing is just making this kind of a motion with my wrist and just dropping it onto the soundboard, just like that. So next, let's take a look at the snare. So what you're going to want to do for this one is put your picking hand into almost a thumbs up gesture, just like this. And what you're going to do is simply tap on the strings with some reasonable force. And there you get that tinny snare sound. So what causes this sound is actually the motion of the strings hitting against the higher frets. So if you were to push down on one of the strings, I'm pushing down on my low E string, you'll see that it touches one of the higher frets up here. And that's basically what's causing that tinny sound right there. So let's try this out with some exercises. So our first exercise is just a simple alternating bass, snare, bass, snare. So basically, your bass is going to be on your 1 and 3, and your snare is going to be on your 2 and 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's take this a step further and add more hits on the bass drum. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can make this drum beat even more interesting by syncopating our bass hits, just like this. So now let's add in our hi-hat to subdivide the rhythms conveyed by the bass and snare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the strings with my left hand, just like this, and I'm going to strum with my fingers in a 16th note pattern to get that hi-hat sound. And you can use your middle finger. I use my middle finger. You can use any combination of fingers that you'd like. It's just basically strumming without a pick. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my bass and snare, and we'll have the full rhythmic picture here. So now let's add some chords on top. And that right there was the intro to my original composition, Out of Sight, Out of Mind. And that concludes today's lesson on how to turn your acoustic guitar into a drum kit. If you enjoyed this lesson or would like to see more, or if you'd like to schedule a virtual Zoom lesson with me, please visit my website at katgruvs.com/lessons. Again, thank you so much. My name is Kat Grooves. Just want to say happy Make Music Day to all of you, and shout out to everyone who's involved in this year's online virtual event. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care and stay groovy.